Give me just a little more of my monitor there, brother, if you don't mind. I used to time on every now and again. I used to run in the bars every now and again. I wrote a song called Back in My Drinking Days. And I told you every song is true. This one's real true. I want you to listen close. Can y'all live with that guitar? Is that okay with you? We good with that? Don't stop clapping your hands. Well, that was me up there dancing on the table, higher than Superman, thinking I was able. End up in the back of a Mercury Sable. Handcuffs, show suck. Cold beer blows like a stream from the foothills, popping them down like a handful of sugar pills. Sun coming up, ain't nothing but a buzzkill. Bright lights, good night. Back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. Well, that was back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. Well, now GPC sell four for $1, lighting one cigarette off of another, a little bit of doobie. I ain't talking about the brothers. Uh-oh. What were you thinking, Jacksonville? Trying to get a little loving, dude. Didn't like I said, let me tell you something. You fight a good fight when you ain't afraid of nothing. One hit was worth it. Back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. Well, that was back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. Yes, ma'am. Well, since then the thick and thin has taught this man a thing or two. Well, thank God I live to tell about the stupid things that I used to do. Well, that was back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. Well, that was back in my drinking, back in my drinking, back in my drinking days. I'd like to hear a rebel yell one time if you would.